What is going on, everybody? Day 3 of the Super Bowl Media Week. A lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff went down today. Spoke to a lot of people, a lot of players, a lot of players from different teams, former players, a whole bunch of different stuff. We talked to a lot of people today. So we're going to kind of just recap the events of today, get into all that good stuff. But you already know the vibes. Drop an SDS in the chat. Smash that like button. Let's get after it, shall we? Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome in. We are recapping day 3 of the Super Bowl here in Las Vegas. So as you guys know, Media Week has been going on, and whoo, your boy is cooked. But you know the dang vibes. That's when is being tired ever stopped this ginger beard from getting on here talking Niner football with you? So we're going to recap what happened today. We are going to talk about who we spoke with, which was a lot of people. I can't even keep track of all the guys that I talked to today. I talked to Trent Williams, George Kittle, Eric Armstead, Dion Dawkins, Brandon Ayuk, John Feliciano. Talked to who else? Kendrick Bourne. That was a cool one. We talked to Chris Long, former Rams, Philadelphia defensive end. I'm forgetting like 3 people. Rod Woodson. We talked to Rod Woodson. We talked to Rich Gannon. We efforted Steve Young and Dan Marino, but they're busy men, so we weren't able to snag them. We talked to Cam Newton today. Talked to Cam. We talked to a lot of people today. I saw Raheem Mostert. I saw Raheem walking through Radio Row with his wife. Again, this whole experience is just so surreal to me. You know, I recognize Raheem Mostert. I start walking over. He looks at me. His wife, Devin, looks at me. They both immediately recognize me. And Mostert goes, "Oh, what's good, Brad?" Just like, man, it's wild. These last couple days have been crazy. It really is. Again, you know, Raheem knows the vibes. Talked to Trent again. He said what's up to me right as I started asking my question. George Kittle gives me a fist bump. You know, I got to talk to Talanoa Hufanga. Didn't even talk about Talanoa. Had a great conversation with Talanoa Hufanga today. And again, what a great dude. I could talk to Talanoa all day. And just loved chopping it up with Hufanga, man. What a great guy. Like, we know how good Talanoa Hufanga is as a player, but I mean, that's an all-pro guy right there. Like, and that's one of the biggest takeaways from this week. And, you know, getting to talk to these guys, bro, there's just so many good dudes on this team. So many good dudes. Just so chill. Just down to earth. Again, man, I was talking to Talanoa Hufanga just like he was my boy. And, you know, he's super genuine, super cool. All of them were. Feliciano was super cool. We talked about what we talked about this offseason. He said, my goal is to be a starter and play, win a Super Bowl. And I was like, man, we talked about this in the offseason, but here you are starting, and you're one game away from winning the Super Bowl. So he was just talking about, it's been a journey. He had to be patient. He had to, wait for his opportunity. But man, it's just cool. It's just cool. We got a great group of guys, man. Great group of guys. And again, a lot of good things to be said. One of the biggest takeaways too is when you talk to people outside the 49ers, you kind of talk to either former players, especially the offensive and defensive linemen. Dude, they freaking love Trent Williams. How do we get more Trent Williams hype? Like, pretty soon it's going to be my life's journey to get more Trent Williams hype. I mean, one of the things that Dion Dawkins was talking about, he's like, man, this guy Trent Williams should be the MVP. He should be the MVP. Trent's that good. But, we know an offensive lineman, they're never going to win MVP because it is what it is. But, man, so much respect. Trent Williams has unanimous just respect from every single person. Oh, we were just talking about you, my guy. We were just talking about you, my guy. If you guys are watching on Facebook, YouTube, X, Twitch, we got Raheem Mostert, former 49ers legend, in the IG chat. It's good to see you today, Heem. Good to see you and Devin doing your thing. It's great to run into you. Great to say what's up, man. Glad to see you doing well. 21 touchdowns for Raheem Mostert. Come on, put some respect on his name. Like, quit playing with Heem, man. Like, I've been saying, Heem knows the vibes, man. I think going into 2021 season, I ranked Raheem Mostert as the 5th best player on the 49ers. And unfortunately, we know what happened that year. But, man, you're seeing it. Even a new team, you're seeing it. What he's able to do with McDaniel. 21 touchdowns. What? Come on, Heem. Appreciate you, my guy. But, yeah, man. Bummed you didn't get the All-Pro. But, man, super happy for you. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. But, yeah, man, we talked to Kendrick Bourne today. It was like throwback, man. It was like throwback. Talked to Heem. Talked to KB. KB still got the same energy. And it's cool. It's cool to be able to talk to guys that have been around, that maybe aren't on the team now, but there's a crossover, natural crossover. And, I was talking to KB. He was just talking about how Deebo Samuel, man, like how he has absolutely elevated his game. And I think, with Deebo, he's always been a star. It was just doing the small things, right? Doing the things that are expected from a top flight pro. And that comes with, maturity, experience, all those different types of things. And, man, it's just cool. It's cool to talk with the old Niners, man, because deep down, they're still Niners at heart. My guy Raheem talked to my guy Jason at Cron 4, and KB also talked to my guy Jason at Cron 4, and both of them still riding with the Niners, baby. They got no love for the Chiefs. They put it on record. No love for the Chiefs. And that's how you know. Niners for life, baby. Even if you're wearing another jersey, man, when we care about our own, when we care about our guys and we see the effort that they put in and even some of the adversity that they have to go through, like, man, when you can be like a Raheem, a KB, whoever it may be, and you leave your lasting mark on this fan base, man, you're Niner for life. Like, Raheem will always be welcomed in Niner circles. KB will always be welcomed in Niner circles. Man, if you really represent the red and gold, man, it's for life. It's for life. So it was great seeing the boys today. Um, Cam Newton. Um, Cam Newton said to stop adding him on social media, but Cam knows what he's doing. Cam was literally wearing a shirt that said game manager or game changer. You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Aziz, that's a good one. Aziz was a good one. Uh, but yeah, man. Who else we talked about? We talked to Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon talked about Kyle Shanahan. Just try not to get behind the sticks. All those different types of things. Who else we talked? We talked to George about his mentality. We talked to Eric Armstead. I like talking to Eric Armstead. Um, Eric Armstead's super underrated player on our team. I know he kind of mentioned it about how because I wanted Eric Armstead. I wanted his opinion on Javon Kinlaw because, like Eric says, they had a very similar kind of start to their career. Just wasn't healthy, had a hard time getting on the field. But then once they were healthy, man, you saw what they were capable of. And I think Eric, understood that kind of, and he's passing it on. He understands what Javon Kinlaw is going through, and he's been. If you guys don't know, like Eric Armstead is a huge mentor for these guys that are coming in. I mean, you look at Charles Omenihu when he was here. You look at guys like Eric Armstead, all the guys that are coming up, man. They really love Eric Armstead, and I don't think that part gets enough credit from Eric. Just how much of a leader he is, how much the boys on the defensive line just really respect him and just really look up to him. So Eric's a guy who's a second time Super Bowler on the 2019 team. He is obviously has his second go. He said that um, it's a lot different this time around. He kind of knows what to expect a little bit. So still big week. We had our first practice this today. It was a kind of a walkthrough from what we've heard. Um, what's the 49ers to Chiefs fan ratio out here? Oh, it's overwhelmingly 49ers. Today was the first day of the Fan Fest. So it was great. There's so many people here. There are so many fans here. It's insane. They came out of nowhere. I'm super used to just walking to Radio Row and going to like the media workroom and like living in that area. And it's normally like a nice, quiet walk. Dude, it was insane. There are so many people here, and a huge, huge portion of those people are 49er fans. They're 49er fans. So I think we're going to see a lot of 49ers red in Allegiant Stadium. So it's going to be a big one. But again, one of the biggest stories one of the biggest stories of the week has been the field conditions and all those different types of things. Obviously, the 49er fans are practicing outside. It's been raining all week. Um, so there's all those issues with the turf. And uh, it doesn't sound like they're going to be changing the schedule. It doesn't sound like they're going to be, I don't know, doing anything like trying to. Basically, Kyle has said it is what it is. We're not changing our schedule, our practice schedule. We're going to be at the same facility, and that's how it is. I think they've been. I think they've been mandated by the league to not talk about it, um, because it's crystal clear that they're not trying to bring any more attention to this issue. So I will. But yeah, it's still an issue. It's still an issue. It's going to be an issue. Um, it's it's honestly crazy how it's all playing out. But they're really just trying to downplay it, like it is what it is. It's fine, whatever. We're moving on. But it's an issue. It's for sure an issue, and so we'll see how that impacts what that's looking like moving forward. Um, but we'll see. My guy says, bro, great questions during the week, fam. Appreciate you, man. I'm living the dream right now. I think you guys all know this has been a surreal experience for me. It's my first Super Bowl, first time covering it as media. What's crazy is I've been doing this since 2018, and this is like the first time that I've had an opportunity to like get face to face with some of these guys. You know, it's like, damn, I've been doing this for so dang long. Now, obviously, we've done YouTube interviews, we've done lives, we've done stuff like that. But this is my first time to actually just get in front of these guys and talk to them. And again, I'm overwhelmed by the guys' reactions to me, how they've welcomed me, and really just the simple acknowledgement of just saying what's up. Like when I start asking a question, it has been super cool because obviously, there's always, some part of me that's like, do they really like me though? Like, do they really mess with me? I don't know, you know? So it's cool, man. It's cool. It's crazy. And, I'm just trying to do my thing. Again, I'm not a journalist. I'll never pretend to be a journalist. I don't attack this as a journalist. And typically, to get these types of opportunities, you have to be a journalist, and I understand that. But that's just not who I am. But who I am is a fan of football. I'm a fan of these guys. I understand the work and the effort that they put into this game, and I want that to be discussed. I want that to be the main talking point. I want to hear like their thoughts, their emotions, like take us into their brains. And yeah, I might not be the one who's going to be asking ultra critical questions and why didn't you do this on that play, whatever. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not my goal to obtain. My goal to obtain is to just talk to these dudes like ball players. That's it. That's it. Um, and it's crazy. I mean, we talked about some of the wild questions that have been asked And it's just like, again, I get it on one hand, but on the other hand, it's just not my vibe. I'd rather know about these guys. I'd rather give them the opportunity to talk about their struggles, like their achievements, things they've had to overcome, battles. Like, it's just a big thing. Like when I was talking with Talanoa, we are just talking about, how are you doing, man? Like, how are you working through this? How are you staying positive? How do you build on these things? How do you keep improving? Those types of things. That's the stuff I want to know, man. I don't care about the other stuff. But so, like, it's been a great opportunity. I appreciate it. I really do. I really, and again, just being able to create connections, man, getting to meet people, even in the 49ers content community that I haven't actually met before. And we're all kind of doing the same thing. We're all grinding. And I got no problems. I got no problems with anyone grinding the right way. And not everyone's grinding the right way, and that's fine. Do you? But I think as we've seen, a saying that I keep hearing this week, especially in a crowded 49ers content community, is, cream rises to the top. And so it is what it is, man. Everyone who's grinding, everyone who's doing it the right way, feels like they're getting their opportunities. So that's it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And I'm just very thankful to be in this position. It's just really cool. Yeah, apparently I was on the Pat McAfee show today. But yeah, what a good couple days. So what it's gonna break out like tomorrow is basically same schedule today. Media availability at Team Hotel begins at 4. So what I will likely be doing is I'll do Media Row. I'll do Radio Row again. So Radio Row has really picked up, and I think tomorrow is going to be the craziest day on Radio Row. So I think there's going to be a ton of people walking around. So I'm going to be doing everything I can to connect, talk to people, current players, former players, all those different types of things. I'm going to do my best, and all this stuff. Who's my favorite Niner? Be honest. Again, I've been saying this for a long time. George Kittle and Trent Williams got to arm wrestle each other. I don't know. Whoever wins that, I don't know. Whoever pushes the sled the furthest, I don't know. Like, George is my guy because George was a draft crush of mine. And so I knew him coming out of Iowa. He was a guy I was battling for before he was a Niner. He becomes a Niner. I got to watch his entire career. And again, I was someone who held Kittle in the regard pre-draft as we look at him now. So I love that process. I love that journey. I love football player evaluation. I love that. So not only that, Kittle's a great guy, like just a great dude. And again, that was one of the things we talked about today with George. It's like, how do you go from that guy who was called a fullback coming out of Iowa? They called you Greg. And now here you are sitting on the Super Bowl stage as one of the faces of the NFL. Like, just that journey that he's gone through and the success that he's found. I love George. Just a great guy, man. Great people. He's got a great family, great support system. Yeah. Big fan of George, but also Trent, man. I love Trent. I freaking love Trent. I get so hyped on Trent. That's why I say, like, they got to arm wrestle. I love Trent. Trent is, again, I'm an offensive lineman. So, and Trent to me is the best offensive lineman to ever play. So, yeah, how do you pick? How do you pick? I don't know. I don't know how you pick. I don't. So I don't have one favorite. I got multiple, but I'm a big fan of George, big fan of Trent. And again, one thing I'll never forget is opening night at the Super Bowl. I was the first person to ask Trent Williams this question at the first podium he ever sat at the Super Bowl. Got to talk to Trent today. Got to talk to George today. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, Mike, my guy Jesus says, Brad, you're the reason why I bought a Trent Williams jersey, and I love it. Hey man, anytime I can push the Trent Williams propaganda, I am pushing it. I am pushing it. Trent Williams is him. If he comes in anything outside of the top 5 in the NFL top 100, I'm going to lose my mind. He's gotten 14 in the top 100 in back-to-back years. If they really mess around and put Trent Williams outside the top 10 again, the entire NFL top 100 is absolutely worthless. That's the problem that the NFL top 100 is up against. That if they do that again, I'll never pay attention to another NFL top 100 again. I mean, it'll be worthless. If Trent's on the top 5, we riot. We riot. Did I interview Cam? Kind of, not really. I held the camera. I was holding the camera while my guy Jason asked the questions. We tag teamed that one. So I was the cameraman. I was behind the camera, but Jason asked phenomenal questions. Would have been the same questions I would have asked. So in a way, it feels like I did, and I love it because, like I said, I was holding the camera. So when he was talking to the San Francisco 49er fans, I'm like, bro, you're talking to me, bro. I know I'm the one who aggregated him into oblivion. I know for a fact I'm the one who sent that thing viral. I know it is what it is. I know it. And so the fact that I was behind the camera as he gave his message to 49er fans, I was laughing. I was dying. I was like, this is amazing. What a phenomenal soundbite about a situation. Again, because that clip had been out there for a week. It'd been out there for a week. And then the second I posted it, boom, everyone's talking about Cam Newton. That's when it went crazy viral. That's what we do. We make things go viral. That ain't nothing new to us. So it was funny to be on. It was like full circle moment. But I'm gonna be honest, Cam seems like a cool ass dude. I'm not gonna lie. He seems like hella chill. He seems like a cool dude, great energy. I know 49er fans don't like him. I get it. But I have to say, like, if you're just, I don't like his takes either, but he seems like a chill dude. He's saying what's up to everyone. Like I said, he's got great energy. We don't like him, we don't like his takes. That's fine. But he seems like a chill dude. I got to give him that. Cam loves Brock Purdy because Brock has made Cam relevant. He literally talked about that. So hey, it is what it is, man. Is what it is. So, anyways, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I am fried. I could have fell asleep before I came on live. I was trying to get content out. I started dozing. I was like, I need to get this live done. So I'm going to cut it short today. I'm going to go get some food, and then I'm probably going to pass out. I don't know how these people do this. I don't know how these people work all day and then go stay out until like 2 or 3 in the morning and then get up and do it again. How do you do that? I'm not built that way. I'm fried. But also, it's a new workflow for me. So this is a little bit of a newer workflow. So still getting used to it. But I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat some food. And then guess what? We're gonna do it again tomorrow. So Radio Row, first half of the day, Team Hotel, second half of the day. Same thing, same interviews. I went live on YouTube for that. I'm gonna try to get a better mic situation for the live because it wasn't that great. So I'm gonna try to figure that out. But I'll be back bringing you guys 49ers content tomorrow. Appreciate you all. I'm out of here for now. Appreciate you guys. Peace. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see you.